Hello my friends, and welcome back to another Brotato Danger 5 random run, where I'm going to take 3 random characters and a random weapon, combine them all into a horrible monstrosity, and see if we can beat Danger 5 with whatever comes out of that. Now, unfortunately, the random button you can see here doesn't work with the current version of the GMO mod, so I've gone ahead and generated 3 random numbers, and those were 18, 49, and 7. There's 62 characters, so we did numbers between 1 and 62. So let's go with number 7 is the old. Number 18, so that's here, and then 10 more is the farmer. And then 49, if I'm remembering correctly, so this is 21 per, so that's 42. 47 is the vampire. So we are an old farmer vampire, which is thematic for a horror movie, I guess. And then we're gonna roll a random weapon. So vampire, of course, wants lifesteal. Farmer and old will want to be collecting a lot of harvesting. Let's go ahead and random our weapon, and we got the hand. Okay, so this is gonna be interesting. We won't be able to kill that many enemies, but we will have a lot of lifesteal, and we should be able to generate a decent amount of harvesting. The vampire gains lifesteal and armor as we lose health, so I think this is actually a fairly synergistic combo. The problem that we're going to have is that since we can't kill enemies, the farmer's passive is very rarely going to actually trigger to gain us harvesting. So I'm going to be looking for gardens and anything else that we can get that generates consumables more easily. Here, I'm going to roll for harvesting. We're definitely going to need that in order to survive, because we otherwise won't be generating any economy. We're not the pacifists, so if we don't kill stuff or get harvesting, we don't get money. So we need to be very cognizant of that. Let's roll here and 5 more harvesting, and then we'll take a hand. I really want to boost my harvesting to as high as possible before the first couple waves. And we'll take another hand. Lumberjack shirt is excellent. That's going to let us break trees with our hands. And then also the farmer will give us harvesting from that. And then I'm going to keep rolling. Lemonade, I don't think does anything because we're not going to generate consumables easily. Keep rolling. Come on, give me a hand. There we go. And all right, so we got 4. That's not bad. We're up to 70 harvesting already. So that's a pretty good first shop for this combo, I would say. So I want to hit the little shrimp if I can, because those we can potentially kill. And if we generate any consumables, that would be great. Now, unfortunately, I took a hit there. Can I get the lifesteal? Yes. No, I messed that up. So you might not know this, but trees actually have a pity mechanic where if you hit them enough times, no matter how much damage those hits do, they die. I think it's 13 hits that you need to do. So we were able to break the tree, and what I was hoping is that then I could pick up the consumable at full health and get 1 harvesting off the farmer. Unfortunately, I then walked into an enemy. This small map with the hands is also going to be really rough when we are fighting against elites later on. I'm going to take a little bit of attack speed. You do want a bit of attack speed when you're playing with hands, because while the damage isn't that significant, the knockback is, and you want to make sure you always have the weapon attack off cooldown when enemies get close so that you can knock them away from you. By the hand here, I think bag is still just good enough, even if we only ever get crates from trees. Because we have lumberjack shirt, we're going to potentially get a lot of those. And then let's roll and buy another hand. And can I start upgrading these? Yes, I can. And we'll buy another one. And we're 1 short of rolling but for another hand, but we're already up to 100 harvesting, so I'm feeling not bad about that. The fact that we start with a bunch of harvesting with the old, so that our hands can sort of get off to a good start, is helping out a lot. I want to kill these ranged enemies if possible. They have a higher chance of dropping consumables, and they have a higher base level of money that they drop. Go ahead and see if we can break this tree. Okay, so if I can make it... Oh, I took a hit. Brutal. I keep taking a hit right before I pick up a consumable, so we don't get any harvesting off that. So the vampire the way the vampire works is that we gain lifesteal for missing health. But we can't use regen or consumables effectively, so we basically are forced to use lifesteal as our healing method. I'll also say it's kind of nice for us that we have 2 horde waves. Those are probably going to be easier than elites would be on this small map with no damage. I think I'm going to take the dodge over the lifesteal, though. I think building up to higher dodge is going to be what helps us out here. We just need dodge and armor. And then let's roll. Do I take 8 harvesting or do I take 6 max HP? So max HP is going to be at an absolute premium. It's very, very difficult for this character to gain maximum health because we're the vampire, so we have a max HP penalty. Counterintuitively, that means we need to prioritize it more heavily because you basically, it's sort of a you must be this tall to ride thing. You have to have a certain amount of max HP to like play the game. So you just need to get to that threshold. I think it's early enough, though. It's only wave 3. I'm going to go with harvesting. Again, I'm concerned that our economy is really going to start suffering in the mid-game when we can't kill stuff. So we're going to need to deal with that. One way we could try to deal with that is going scared sausage. This could help do damage, especially if we get things like turrets or pocket factory, then we could potentially be an elemental damage build. We do have minus 60% damage, but as we take hits on the vampire, we're going to gain additional damage. So I think I'm going to go for the scared sausage. This might not work out, but this is a way that we could potentially try to kill enemies, even though we're playing with hands, and those aren't normally known for their killing prowess. The Broken Mouth is excellent, and Alien Eyes, although it will do less damage because we have low HP, this is another way we could kill stuff. I think it's not worth buying, though. It's just so little damage for us because our HP is so low. I'll buy the cake here, and then I'm going to roll again. It's only 4, and we're guaranteed to see at least 1 weapon. If that weapon is a hand, then it's great for us. Weird food, probably worth taking anyways, even if this is only like 2 HP per wave from breaking a tree. Then that's still a pretty big deal. So the scared sausage could help us out for killing at least the small enemies, because these still don't have that much health, so if we hit them a few times, set them on fire, we can get a few ticks of damage and get a couple kills here. This lamprey is going to be a pain. Because it's hard to avoid taking hits from this thing. Trying to at least put some scared sausage burning effect on this big pile of enemies here. And so we actually made a decent amount of income from that wave. Let's recycle the plant here, and then I will roll. And more harvesting. Yeah, I'll just take some harvesting. And then we will take a hand, and we will buy all of these. Maybe the weird food won't work out, but I think it is worth it. Lure, of course we will never kill the loot aliens, and we don't benefit from HP regen at all, so unfortunately, this is probably a like first on this channel. You're gonna see me pass Lure here. I will take Corrupted Shard. We can get our percent damage higher, and then maybe the Scared Sausage will do stuff. This isn't something that I'm super, that I'm gonna put like too much stock in, but it is a potential avenue for giving us some wave clear later on. This turret is actually going to be very good. It can help kill a few enemies per wave, and that's just a little bit of extra money. And for only 25, it's going to pay for itself pretty quickly. It also will help apply the scared sausage burning, if that's something that we care about. I'm going to try to pull the enemies over to the turret so it can actually start hitting stuff for us. The turret is also nice because it does apply knockback, which we could buy more of. I'm not going to buy engineering, I don't think. Yeah, we're actually killing a few enemies here. Let me see if I can get back to 18 health. No, it's so difficult to get to max health on the vampire because your regen is based on you having low health. So the farmer passive is just never going to trigger for this character usually. So now we're making about as much money as a normal character would on wave 5. So I need to continue to invest in harvesting very heavily. Let's take 3% lifesteal here. I do need armor as well. Take a turret and roll. Upgrade our hand. Wow, we keep getting offered these lures that we can't use. This is so painful. The garden is excellent. This is exactly what we wanted. So this is going to let us build our harvesting. And then we will take another hand. I don't need the baby gecko because we're not actually killing enemies most of the time. But so this garden should give me at least 1 harvesting per wave, as well as a bunch of bonus healing. So that's pretty nice. The 2 turrets spawning close together is kind of nice because I can play around them and maybe get, and stay at full health at least a little bit. Nope, I took a hit. So can I get to 19 HP before I break the tree? I'm trying not to kill the tree because if I'm at full health when I kill it, we can get a harvesting. And I did manage to eke out 1 additional harvesting by waiting there. And then taking a lot of hits. This is starting to get pretty spooky. There's just so many enemies on the field. Here, let me reroll. And yeah, we just got to keep taking harvesting. Treasure map, we're just never going to generate crates. So I just don't see this paying for itself. Lemonade, I don't think I want... I took the weird food because it's 2 HP. Lemonade, I think, is too little. So I think I've got to pass treasure map, which is so brutal. This is such a good item, but we are just never generating crates. So I think we're passing on that. Riposte is a way that we could kill enemies as well if I invest into melee damage. Don't think I really want to do that. I'm going to take the compass because we need move speed, and the engineering isn't bad. It helps out these turrets that we have. If I get an incendiary turret, that would be pretty nice. I'll take the tree here, and I will take the defective steroids as well, mostly for the HP, but the melee damage isn't awful. Hand does scale at 50% melee damage, so we could eventually get the damage on these hands high enough to actually kill things. Improved tools is pretty nice as well, because we have the garden and the 2 turrets. So we're kind of doing an engineering thing. Mostly we're doing a defensive harvesting thing. Run down here and pick up our one harvesting per wave that we're guaranteed to get from the garden, if I play correctly. I also got that dodge, which was nice. So that got me 1 extra harvesting from the farmer. And, you know, the more harvesting we get early, the better off we are. Oh, I took the hit before I picked that up. The more harvesting we get early, the better off we are because of how the farmer's harvesting growth mechanic works. Okay, I need to make my way over here to the tree, but ideally we do that without dying. The healing enemy is pretty dangerous on this map. It means we're not killing anything. Or I guess pretty annoying, not dangerous. That was so many mantis shrimp as well. So I am going to take the fuel tank. We do have the scared sausage, so that's a way that we could potentially kill stuff. And I'll take the attack speed here. Attack speed is nice also because we have the improved tools, but it's also good for our lifesteal and everything. So we'll take improved tools. We will buy the fin or the hand first. So if I combine these two, we stay, basically combining the 2 level 2 hands gives us a level 3 hand, which is 9 harvesting. Then we buy this, so it's still 12 harvesting either way. We don't have enough money to buy both. So I'm going to buy the fin before the hand here. And then I will do 1 reroll. Losing 3 harvesting off the blood leech, but we gain some lifesteal. I think lifesteal's too important to pass up on this build. I need as much of it as I can get so that we can survive once we start getting overwhelmed later in the run. Oh, that hurt. Because we have such little HP and have not found any armor, the vampire gets armor as your HP decreases, but when you first get hit, you have no armor to defend yourself, so the first hit that you take is always so painful on the vampire, and if you don't have any armor or max HP, you can really get in trouble. So here, I need to lifesteal back, because I took 2 hits in a row. Try to move in here. I I should probably be taking the alien tongues because we have this garden. I just realized that we are kind of, like the consumable heal. Oh, I took the weird food even on the vampire. I just wasn't thinking there. All right, well, everyone's probably mad about that. So obviously the weird food was a terrible pick here. Easy to forget when you're playing 3 characters. My bad. Let's take the lifesteal and then we will roll. And alien eyes we're gonna pass on. We're gonna roll again. Peaceful Bee is nice because of course the dodge is really good. Glasses we don't need. Yeah, so I got there in the end. But basically, I shouldn't be taking Alien Tongue because we have minus 100 consumable heals, so the weird food will never do anything. We're not reliant on the consumables to heal. So the garden is good for the harvesting, but not for the healing. I just completely forgot that Vampire had that effect. So sloppy by me, of course. I'm going to take the feather here. Our dodge is at 23, so even though this cost me XP gain, we need to build dodge soon. It's one of the better defensive stats for us. I took a hit there right before picking up that crate, so we didn't get any harvesting off of it. At this point, though, I'm much more worried about just staying alive than trying to maximize the 1 harvesting per wave. So I'm just trying to avoid taking too many hits here. I do want to make sure I'm breaking the trees, but this is a pretty difficult run, and of course I made it harder by buying an item that doesn't do anything. Three characters is just a lot to keep track of, so hard to manage that all the time. Yeah, so you can see we are really starting to fall behind in terms of income this wave. 300 for wave, I guess 300 for wave 9 isn't horrible, but we're gonna fall behind next wave because we should be making like 400 wave 10, 500 wave 11 on the Abyss is kind of the numbers you want to aim for, and we won't be there, I don't think. The Wandering Bot, there are so many enemies on the field that I could probably just recycle it, although it does help us out. But yeah, I think we're just going to recycle that. I'm going to take the max HP here, take 3 more lifesteal, that's pretty nice. Okay, Tractor will help out a lot. This is going to keep our income relatively high. And then let's roll, let's buy a coupon, and keep upgrading these hands, buy a defective steroids, and roll again. Take a fertilizer as well. For 15, I'm not going to reroll. We'll go to the next wave. So this is also where my turrets are no longer going to be doing that much for us. Ouch. Okay, I need to be really careful of these anglerfish. We do get a decent amount of healing off of lifesteal, though, which is nice. One other problem we're having is we can never get Curse on this character easily. We did find 2 corrupted shards, which is nice, but we're very unlikely to find cursed weapons on this run, or cursed items on this run, because we just don't have the curse levels to make it likely. And that is a big chunk of your economy in the Abyss. Yeah, so, okay, we're... because we found that tractor, we're actually still sort of on par for income. I'm definitely taking the padding. That's great for us. I'll take 4% more lifesteal. The more lifesteal we get, the more likely we are to actually be able to survive. I'm not going to buy the weird food this time. We'll take the fertilizer. I will still take the laser turret. I don't think our elemental damage plan has really gotten there, so I don't think we need the snake. So I'm going to roll past that. I might regret that if we end up finding a lot more elemental damage, but as is, I think it doesn't do much for us. I am going to take Terrified Onion. I normally do not like this item, but of course consumables don't do anything for us, so losing luck isn't as bad, and move speed is really nice. The jerky doesn't do anything, because we have minus consumable healing. Minigun would be really nice if we weren't a random weapon build. So, of course, I have to use hand, because that's the nature of the challenge. But the minigun would be very good for our lifesteal. I'll take the hand here and the landmines, and then roll. And another hand upgrade, because that increases my harvesting, and then we will lock these landmines as well. Landmines is kind of nice. It can help kill stuff, potentially just do a little damage, and it lights a whole bunch of enemies on fire, so the scared sausage damage, it does start to add up a little bit. Still feeling pretty dumb about the weird ghost, or the weird food. Not gonna lie. So we're kind of running in the corner. What you want to do on these horde waves, as basically we're playing sort of a pacifist, kind of build your own pacifist. And what you want to do on these horde waves typically is run them all into the corner and then transition to the other corner of the map. And that is the most likely to prevent enemies from stacking on top of you and hitting all at once. Another trick that you can do with hands is you can manually target just ahead of you as you're running. And this will, if you sort of target at like a 45-degree angle away from your direction of travel, it'll push enemies away from you as you're moving, and make sure that you just don't get hit as frequently. I could start building melee damage. I just don't think we're ever getting there on killing things with melee damage, though. So let's just go with more lifesteal. We'll take the landmines. Not going to buy that. I will upgrade our hands. And then we'll take some more lifesteal. This does cost me elemental damage. I don't really want to lose an armor for the wheelbarrow, because we still only have one armor. The question is, do I have to? Because our economy is suffering. The farmer requires us to build harvesting in order to just have higher economy. I think I do need to take the wheelbarrow, otherwise we just won't ever be able to survive the late game. Do I buy the weird ghost here? So we've got 36 HP. We would have quite a lot of lifesteal, but we do have to lifesteal in melee range in order to get our health back. I think I do buy the weird ghost. This is quite risky, but I think this character is kind of struggling enough that we do have to take the risk. And I in this spot, trust my dodging enough that we can lifesteal back to sort of mid-health levels. And I really want to hit like 50 or 60 HP before we fight the first elite, at least. Nice that we got that one harvesting from that consumable. Then I immediately took 1,000,000 damage, so we're not going to get any more harvesting this wave. Let me try to push these guys over to here. Break that tree in case it has a crate in it. I wish we could turn off picking up consumables when we're not at full health, because they don't heal us, and it costs me harvesting every time that happens. So I'm trying not to pick these up, and then they get pulled in at the end of the wave, but because they don't heal us, we don't get anything out of that. I'm actually gonna... no, I should take 15 luck here. It's just good for our shops. I'm not gonna take the pearl. That doesn't really do anything. Alien magic... So I'm obviously taking helmet. I do think I take gambling token, even though armor is a real concern here, and I think I take alien magic as well. The regen, of course, doesn't do anything, and losing luck is painful, but max HP is just such a premium for this character. I will take the incendiary turret. That's a nice one. We don't need boxing glove. Hand already has 30 knockback, so adding 3 knockback doesn't do that much to improve it. It's only a 10% improvement to the knockback. Medical turret, this is a way we can heal that doesn't require us to have regen or consumables, so that's really nice, and then we will buy these as well. Medical turret always really good on characters that struggle with healing. We did pass a tentacle earlier also, which I should mention as well. Normally very good for the vampire because it's a way to heal that, again, doesn't require you to actually hit enemies to lifesteal. or you know, you still have to hit enemies, but it's a way to heal that doesn't require the lifesteal chance to go off. But since this character is never going to be killing enemies with critical hits, we will never trigger the tentacle. So the incendiary turret, you can see, is actually putting in a lot of work. Oh, taking a lot of hits. No, okay. I'm gonna give this one more try. Let's see if the restart button works. Okay, unfortunately it doesn't. So that was old, farmer, and vampire. And we were using the hand. All right, we're gonna try this without picking up weird food. Because this is actually a really fun run. I might not have done it if this wasn't such a fun run. But this one actually really requires you to think differently, so I'm really enjoying it. Let's reroll. Still looking for harvesting. I think it's really worth rolling for harvesting, so I'm going to roll a little more than I normally would on wave 1. We'll take the HP here, and then penguin doesn't do anything. Let me roll. Come on, give me a hand. A hand. There we go. Defective steroids. Do I take that just for the max health? I think we can do better than that. Peaceful Bee we will take, though. Buy a hand and roll. Buy a hand. Lock the coupon and roll. We're buying the hand before the coupon because we want to get our weapon set online, and also it gives us more harvesting. So the 2 materials we would save from the coupon are vastly outweighed by getting the support weapon tag and the hands earlier. People sometimes ask about why I don't buy coupon in the first couple waves, and the answer is that it costs you money to do that. Pretty much no matter what build you're playing, because having the extra weapon will clear the wave for you better, so you'll get more in the way of... Oh, I tried to stay away from that thing and lifesteal back to full for the end of the wave so that we would get the 1 bonus harvesting, but I accidentally stepped too close to the consumable and picked it up. The extra wave clear that you get from having more weapons outweighs the discount that you get from the coupon in almost all circumstances, or in this case, the extra harvesting that we get vastly outweighs the discount from the coupon. So you should wait until you have until shop 3 to buy coupon, just like with most other economy items. The only one that I would buy over a weapon in the first 2 shops is fertilizer, because the 8 harvesting is so efficient to get early. And on this build where we're buying hands, I wouldn't even do that. I'd still just buy more hands. So I would love to get a lumberjack shirt like we had last time. That was a pretty nice bonus for us. Can we hit the tree enough to break it? I guess it doesn't matter to break the tree unless we roll into a crate. I will take 15 attack speed. That helps out a lot. And we'll take 8 harvesting. And then now we're going to buy the coupon. And then we'll buy the hand. And the Peaceful Bee roll. Do I take jelly here? So it's only ever going to be half an HP. Or I guess 3/4 of an HP. But 3/4 of a health is pretty nice for this character. I think we can do better than that, though, so I'm going to roll past that. I will buy another Peaceful Bee and roll again. Scar is going to be pretty good. And here I'm going to, again, buy the hand before the coupon, because this is just +3 harvesting, which is worth more than the 1 extra material we would save from the coupon discount. So without a lumberjack shirt, I have to hit these trees a lot. Oh no, I took damage right... this keeps happening to me, where I walk right into the enemy attack while I'm going for the consumable. I mean, it's hard not to, because you have to put yourself out of position to go for the consumable, but it is making things more challenging for me that I keep messing that up. Do we take luck here? Yeah, I will take 10 luck. Luck isn't super incredible for us, but it is going to increase the quality of our level ups, which is really nice. So I think that luck is still worth buying, even though we're not killing enemies to generate consumables. We don't have a scared sausage, so there's no consideration for fuel tank here. I will take the hand. Cute monkey. This is another way to heal. If we get like an incendiary turret or something, we can generate a decent number of materials on the ground. It's also good if we are killing trees. That said, I think 35 on that is too expensive early, so I'm going to try to roll into something else. I will lock this bat because lifesteal is really important, and I will buy a turret for the same reason as we did last time. Another coupon is really nice. Finding all these early coupons is going to help our economy a lot. So the turret is helping out. Unfortunately, one of the shrimp got buffed there. Normally on the pacifist, so I'm going to try to stay away from that consumable and hope that we're full health at the end of the wave, basically. So normally on the pacifist, which we're not playing right now, but this is what you're playing, what we're essentially playing, we sort of built our own pacifist. You rely on regeneration more than lifesteal, but this character can't use it because we're the vampire. Here I'm actually going to take 1 armor. I think that not having armor is what really got me in the last run. Then we're going to take the dodge here. We'll take coupon and corrupted shard and bat and roll again. I will buy a hand. So I don't need alien tongue. I thought I did in the last run, but that's before I remembered, of course, that we can't use consumable healing. But then metal is going to be excellent. So having 2 armor, I feel a lot better in this spot. Also, I like bat because it just makes your character look so sick. Trying to pick up these materials. Wait, why didn't that pufferfish make projectiles? The turret killed it. So usually when a construct kills something, the pufferfish should make projectiles. I don't think I killed it with my hand. I did run towards it. Yeah, so there, that's what should have happened. Maybe we just last hit it with our 1 damage from the hands and I didn't notice. I do think that pufferfish have some like weird bugs sometimes. We did get a crate there, and the dangerous bunny, that's some more pretty solid economy here. Here, I could take lifesteal, but I think I'm going to reroll, and we'll take 6 dodge. Trying to get my dodge and armor online earlier, I think, is going to be the priority for me here. I will take the landmine still. Nice. Getting the lumberjack shirt is really good. Cake is good. Now I'm going to buy Cute Monkey because we have lumberjack shirt, so we're more likely, and turret and landmine, so we're more likely to have materials to heal off of. And then we will lock these 2 items. Since I have 2 things locked, I'm just going to go to the next wave. Try to, like, sort of bully these guys into the corner, and if you get them pinned in the corner, you can kill them. Every time I go for the consumable, I take a hit there. I need to wait for my knockdown to come back off cooldown, but also the moray eels are just really hard to knock back. They have high knockback vulnerability, so you push them back really far, but they also move really fast, so it's hard for you to make sure that you're actually hitting them. Just going to stay around the outside of the arena here and try to avoid taking a hit, and then we can get 1 harvesting off of this consumable if I don't take damage before the end of the wave. We did get a couple lucky dodges there, which is nice. And there we go. That's a harvesting. Let's take 3 armor. That's great. And then I will buy the Scar and the defective steroids. Dynamite I could pick up. We do have 1 landmines. I just don't think the landmines are going to be that important for us. We don't care about increasing enemy health at all, so I will take the celery tea, and I'll take the ugly tooth as well. Alien worm, we don't care about losing consumables healing, so let's buy that for the max HP. Little frog is more harvesting, so we'll lock that as well. Alright, so we're definitely... Our economy is a little worse than it was last time, but our defensive stats are much better, so I think that trade-off is going to prove to be in our favor, probably. Did manage to pick up a harvesting there, and then Let's see if we can rotate in and get this one before I take another hit. Nice. Wasn't quite able to step on that consumable, so I'm just going to try to stay away from it. Unless I don't take any damage. Okay, so yeah, there's no way we're getting harvesting out of that one or that one. So I'm just going to let that happen and then kind of make my way around here. These anglerfish are just so dangerous to us that I just have to play around them. I wasn't quite able to break the tree. If I manually targeted, I could have broken the tree there, but then an enemy might have gotten on top of me. Take 1 armor here and 9 max HP. And then I will pick up the scared sausage again. I did think that this helped us out a little bit, so I'm kind of happy to try this out again. Let's reroll here, and we will take this whole shop, I think. So we'll start with the fertilizer, and I guess I'll take the landmines because those can potentially help wave clear, and then we'll lock these 2 items as well. Picking up a few materials here and there, which is nice. See if I can kill this egg before it hatches. I don't think we have the damage to. If I had managed to kill it before the slasher came out, that would have been nice, because, of course, those put us under a lot of pressure. By the end of the wave, there's going to be so many slashers on the field that we are going to really struggle not to take damage. Having a lot more dodge early has helped a lot, though. We're just taking fewer hits. And the extra armor makes us a lot safer when I do take a hit. So I'm liking the way that I built this version of the character better. Of course, also this time we didn't mess up and take a completely useless item that just cost me 2 dodge for no reason. I am taking a few too many hits here, and our lifesteal is fine, but we haven't built it up that much. So we're basically reliant on the vampire lifesteal right now. Go ahead and reroll here, and I'll take 9% dodge. Getting to dodge cap is something that I really want. We just don't kill enemies that frequently, so I don't think we want the goblet. I will buy these 2, though. Okay, we got crown. That's massive. Obviously, that's going to help fix our economy enormously. And then we'll take the blindfold. Could this character piggy bank? I didn't even think about this last time, because I really feel like we do need to get stronger every wave. But the piggy bank could potentially give us income. I just don't think that it will pay off soon enough to be worth taking here. If I don't spend like 500 materials in order to try to get some piggy bank income, then I think we're gonna just not have the stats we need to survive. Because piggy bank just takes so long to pay off. I do think if we'd gotten it like a wave or 2 earlier, it might have been much more interesting for this character, because the early waves aren't where we're going to die on this character, because our economy and stuff is fine, and there aren't that many enemies yet. It is the later waves where we need the help, so the piggy bank is good at giving us money for the waves when we need it. But because we haven't found it until relatively late, I don't think that it's going to pay off in time to not be too risky to purchase. I could take engineering here. I think I'm not going to do that. I think I will take the attack speed. I think that we got a little too excited by the sort of engineering and elemental damage plans last time, and I'm just going to focus a little bit more on defensive stats only. Here I will buy this whole shop. That's a little bit of extra HP for us, and I will take the move speed and lifesteal as well, and take our free reroll, lock this hand. I will take the scared sausage again, because this is dealing a decent amount of damage, so it is helping us with wave clear, even with no investment into elemental damage. We're getting a couple kills out of it. Will we get 40 kills out of it to pay for itself? I'm not sure. But of course, there's also some like really good elemental damage items that we could find. If we find like a wolf helmet or something, then we'll be very happy to have the scared sausages. And one way we could actually kill enemies is if we do happen to roll into Greek fire. 2 harvesting there, because we picked up 2 crates while at full health, or 2 consumables while at full health. One of which was a crate, which is even better. And if we find like 1 or 2 more sort of incidental damage items, plus have 2 scared sausages, maybe we roll into Pocket Factory, then we could build into later game wave clear. Here, I will take the charcoal. These aren't stats that we really need, but I think that they could pay off. And losing 2 harvesting, definitely a real penalty, but I think we're okay speculating on that. I will now take the Scar and Fertilizer and Scared Sausage and Hand, and then roll. Level 3 Hand again, and we'll upgrade our level 1 Hand. Roll again, and a Metal is great as well. So with only 333 harvesting, we're definitely behind on economy compared to where we were last time. You can see we're just making less money per wave, but our defensive stats are much better. So ideally that will make up the difference. I don't know why I just like ran back through all the enemies there. That was exactly the wrong direction to run. Put me down to half health. I do need to find some more lifesteal because right now we're still very reliant on the lifesteal we get for losing health as the vampire. And you really don't want to be in that position as vampire. You want to heal back up to full health as quickly as possible. And vampire sort of lets you quickly heal back up to half health, but then very slowly back up to full health. So you really want to make sure that you've got other sources of healing, whether from a medical turret or lifesteal or anything along those lines, and aren't just purely reliant on the vampire lifesteal. I will take Toxic Sludge again, and I'll take Jelly as well. We'll take 9% dodge, and then don't really care about the luck that much. I'm going to roll here, and yeah, we'll take 2 armor. That's perfect. Cyclops Worm is kind of interesting. Now that we have some elemental damage, we could lean into that more, but I think I'm still just going to go with defensive stats only for this build for now. The little frog is some economy. Does cost me 3 dodge, but it's 10 harvesting. I think I will take it, and then I will decrease my harvesting by buying the Blood Leech. We're buying a couple items that are sort of in opposition to one another, but I really just want to get my total stats up to the point where we are able to survive more incoming damage. It looks like we will be able to hit almost 50 HP before the first elite, which is nice. That's kind of the mark that I want to hit. These guys are really annoying as well, because they generate all those fields of projectiles. Ran over that consumable to get 1 harvesting. Broke that tree, which did cost me a harvesting, but I do need to make sure I'm breaking the trees. So at this point, I don't think we're really killing anything in these waves. Even with a little investment into elemental damage and engineering, there's just the enemies just have too much HP. I really need to heal back up. Come on, lifesteal. Okay. We survived. I will still take the charcoal, though. And great, 2 more lifesteal. That's good. We will combine to a level 4 hand, which is 9 more harvesting that you get there, and then buy the level 1. And then I will buy these 2, roll again. The cute monkey has really not worked out. Sunken Bell is kind of interesting, though. How much do I want Sunken Bell? We will fall below 40% health very regularly, and 58 damage is really not a huge explosion damage amount, but when we're at 40% health, we'll have a bunch of extra percent damage. We'll, in fact, have 120% bonus damage, right? Because we're getting 2% damage for every 1% missing health. So the Sunken Bell will actually hit pretty hard when it actually goes off. So this could be a way to get some burst damage wave clear. And then I don't want bait, especially not on an elite wave. Bag, is it going to be worth it to take bag this late? It probably is. Bag is just so good. And then I will buy the Lucky Charm as well. I think Sunken Bell is going to be kind of interesting. It's going to be worth a burst of, like, 10 killed enemies or whatever every wave when it goes off. Which maybe gets me... maybe pays for itself, but also might help protect me with the invulnerability frames when I'm on top of a bunch of enemies and the Sunken Bell goes off and hopefully kills, like, the whole wave. That could be a lot of extra space that I get while waiting for enemies to respawn. I'm not going to deliberately trigger it because going to such low HP on purpose seems quite dangerous, but we will try to, or we will hopefully get value out of it if we do happen to take a bunch of hits and fall low. Okay, yeah, so that worked really well, actually. We got a lot of money out of that Sunken Bell. Weird food, we're recycling this time. And then here, let me take HP or lifesteal. I think 60 HP is actually pretty good, so I'm going to take the lifesteal here. And then I'm going to roll, because I think we can do better than that. I don't need that much more move speed. 8 harvesting we don't need. I think I will actually take the elemental damage in combination with the Sunken Bell. Starting to buy a little bit of damage seems kind of fine, because we can actually do a bunch of damage with it. The Lucky Charm, though, is still worth buying, I think. And we'll take Feather. Do I want Head Injury? Now that I have Sunken Bell and a little more elemental damage alongside 2 Scared Sausages, we could try to start doing a little more wave clear. I think that Head Injury is still too expensive, though, for the small amount of bonus damage that we get out of it. Metal, I will definitely take. White Flag doesn't really matter. Yes, it's 5% fewer enemies, but we're reaching enemy cap every wave anyways, so reducing the number of enemies that spawn isn't that big a deal. Small Fish could potentially be interesting. It would help the Sunken Bell one-shot stuff. I will take the White Flag anyways, but it's just not that important to the character, but 5 harvesting is still good, I think. Black Belt, we already have 92% XP gain, and it's wave 15 already, so we're going to pass on that. I'm annoyed I lost the first run, but I did deserve to, because I made a bunch of mistakes. Gonna drink some water here while we sort of run in circles. As long as we keep moving, our move speed is high enough that as long as we keep moving in circles, the slashes don't hit us. Celery tea, I will take another celery tea, because we don't have to spend anything on it. The melee damage here is, I don't think, good enough. Do I just take 1 armor, or do I roll for something better? We have 56 luck, so I think we can get a level 2 upgrade. Let's roll again, and yeah, we got 3 armor. That's way better. And then here I'll just take the maximum health as well. Up to 69 max HP. Riposte is only 8 damage return on all of these enemies, but we are dodging frequently, so given that our strategy is to sort of chip damage them down, I am actually going to take the Riposte. I think maybe we can make something happen with that. I will still take the Schmoop, though, because max HP is really nice. Terrified Onion, I will take it because it gives us a free reroll here. Coupon will still pay for itself. Metal Detector is good enough. Just for 6 luck. We probably won't get a lot of money out of the Metal Detector, but the amount of money that we get out of it from the bonus engineering, the potential chance to increase our material drops, and the extra luck, I think will make it just worth buying. Bone Dice we're going to pass on, and then we will roll here. Mastery and Robot Arm. Both interesting. So Robot Arm will give us 17, 18, and 19. So 9 engineering, 9 melee damage, and -3 max HP. I think that's fine. And then mastery. If I build enough melee damage, the riposte can actually kill stuff. So I'm going to buy the mastery as well. And then that can give us some wave clear for the last few waves, maybe. I was trying to knock these guys away from the towers to try to avoid spawning the mini-bosses, but unfortunately didn't quite manage to stop that one. And then the other one, we killed the tower and got it buffed. So now we've got a buffed Stargazer to deal with. Kind of just running around here. There we go. The Sunken Bell kills a lot of things. But I am taking a lot of hits. I need to lifesteal. Well, the sheer number of mini-bosses on the field is really brutal. Wave 16 is so hard if you don't have enough damage to kill those guys. Kill the Stargazers, because there's just going to be so many mini-bosses. And on this small map size as well, it's much harder to dodge. We made it through, though. I will take the injection, and let's roll again. I'm going to take 8% damage. I think in the last stages of this run, we can start potentially trying to kill a few things. Take the robot arm and the mastery and roll. We're not going to take the silver bullet because we're never killing bosses. Decomposing flesh, we might get like 3% lifesteal out of. How much do we care about that? I think that's probably good enough. And then let's roll. We'll take a blood leech as well. Roll again. Baby squid doesn't do anything. I will take the clockwork wasp and roll one more time. And nothing here. I could buy the boiling water for the elemental damage, but I don't think that has worked out. I think our method of killing stuff is going to be... our turrets and landmines are doing some, but mostly it's riposte and Sunken Bell that we're relying on for any actual wave clear that we get. And this wave, we're not going to kill anything because there's healers. And since all of our damage is sort of like very slowly chipping down enemies over time, the healers are just going to prevent us from ever killing anything. Took one hit there, and then we're going to kind of just ease around the outside here. Kill that tree. I could use some more attack speed. There we go. Sunken Bell. That was a nice one. It did spawn a million lampreys, though. And because we didn't have anything to lifesteal off of, it was sort of dangerous. But the Sunken Bell was really good there. That was really fun, actually. I kind of love the Sunken Bell for this this run. Take the attack speed just to make our healing better. I'm going to take the dynamite, actually, because Sunken Bell is working out pretty nicely. I'm not going to take Banner, because I losing 5 knockback actually seems kind of painful for us. Take the hand. Weird Ghost, not viable on an elite wave, unfortunately. Take another hand. Baby Elephant is another way we could potentially clear enemies, especially as our damage increases over the wave. So let's buy that. I will buy another Scared Sausage. I'll buy another Injection. I'm focusing a little more on offensive stats at this point because I'm kind of having fun trying to kill stuff. I would love to find more dodge. Take some more elemental damage here. Baby Gecko, I still don't think we want. These rerolls are getting so expensive. I'm going to take the blindfold, and do I want another dynamite? We could just like buy 3 dynamites. I think I'm going to buy Corrupted Shard. Although 1 extra curse, the chance of finding a cursed item or weapon by the end of the run is not that good. 3% damage for 40 isn't horrible, but I think the dynamite's going to be more useful, and then I will buy the fin. Okay, so this is going to be kind of a tough elite. This one's very hard to fight in a small space like this because it charges at you, and it's hard to just get really far away from it. So the Scared Sausage is ticking for 5 damage, which isn't that impressive. But it does add up slowly over time. As, like, our landmines explode and set everything on fire, we get a few Scared Sausage ticks out of that as well. So basically our landmines have plus 15 damage on them because we have these scared sausages, which is not bad. Oh, the sunken belt. Okay, so I need to heal, which means I need to go hit something. But if I get too close to too many enemies, we can be in trouble. I don't know that we're going to make it. Oh, that's so close. All right, so probably needed to focus more on defensive stats for the last couple waves. Getting greedy, trying to clear the waves was a little bit too greedy there. But that was a really fun run. I think we could have done it if I had just focused on dodge and armor for the last couple waves instead of trying to do wave clear. The wave clear stuff was fun, and the sunken bell actually was really good, but it was definitely the wrong way to go. I should have just been more focused on dodge, armor, and lifesteal, and we'd have been okay. Lifestealing against elites like that is pretty tough, though, because it's just so hard to get enough healing that you can survive what they're doing. So like melee lifesteal, and this is a good illustration of why I don't like melee lifesteal builds typically, because you have to get close to the enemies in order to heal back up, and then you take a hit and all of the work that you've done trying to heal gets undone. So really fun run though, and I recommend this if you're looking for an interesting and challenging run. I definitely could have won this one with slightly tighter play, so I think this is on a good balance level of difficult, but really interesting, and if you play well, then you should be able to succeed. As always, my friends, if you have enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a comment and hit like. Helps me out with the algorithm, so I appreciate you taking the time to do that. And you can subscribe to my channel for more Brotato and other strategy game analysis. Cheers, folks. I will catch you next time.